Good morning to you.
Good morning, and how have you been? I know,
I'm so good.
it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
All this while, and this Thursday, several matters are also before us on the program.
Absolutely.
We'll do our best to thrash them. We're not alone. Several people are, manning strategic positions to give you the best of the TVC breakfast experience. We also have our analysts on standby. We're beginning with an issue that has, reverberated for the most part of the week so far. And the latest on the matter is that the Minister of Interior, that's Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has called for a comprehensive investigation into the allegations of bribery and corruption within the Nigerian Correctional Service. Well, the minister, in a statement released by his special assistant on media and publicity, Babatunde Alao, condemned the alleged reprehensible behavior, emphasizing that any form of indiscipline, unprofessionalism, and corruption will be met with zero tolerance and severe consequences. He also asked the special investigative team headed by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Magdalene Ajani, to probe the allegations and submit a comprehensive report. Well, this probe follows a bribery allegation by Idris Okuneye, known as Bobrisky, in a viral video where he claims to have bribed officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission with 15 million naira to drop the money laundering charge against him. Well, this is just one portion of the scandal that has rocked the country largely, because it's, well, I call it an interagency scandal. Just when you think you've heard one part, your ears are tingling, your mind is boggling, from the aspect of the EFCC allegedly dropping charges after some millions of naira had been paid. And then we now hear the twist from the NCS, the correctional facility. That is also mind-boggling in itself. And then it extends all the way even to the Attorney General of the Federation. And you could even extend it to say the presidency is also allegedly involved when you look at the presidential pardon.
That's right.
That
mentioned.
Was also mentioned, around the same individual, Bobrisky.
Yeah, so that's the thing. One thing is, most of the time whenever I hear stories about, coming out from the like of Bobrisky, Very Dark Man, and some of those socialites, I just tend to wonder why they tend to always disturb us with, issues that are, that are based on immoralities, based on corruption, based on doing things that are not conventional. Probably because they want to trend, or sometimes they just decide to say some things without knowing the consequences. I could hear Bobrisky still saying that whenever he goes for a party, he doesn't mind. He would definitely, spray money. Trend. But he won't spray naira, but he will spray dollar. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense. Sometimes when you say some things and then you later on say that was not my voice, that didn't emanate from me, it was just a handiwork of some maybe AI fake, deep fake something, trying to, run away from the old thing. But it's good that the minister has ordered probe. The Nigeria Bar Association is also, talking, advising the government to look into this to ensure that, anyone who is found culpable is brought to book. Because it's not good when you are alleging that the anti-graft agency, the EFCC of this land, involved some of its personnel involved in and corrupt practices. It doesn't really speak well for the anti-graft agency. So they should get to the root of this matter and ensure that if Bobrisky is found culpable, he should be tried again, and whoever has lied, maybe against him, as he has also alleged, then such people should be found culpable. And if any of the EFCC officials is also, found, wanting in this matter, then they should make sure that the long arm of the law, caught up with them.
Right. And it also remains to be seen, how far this will go. Nigerians are watching. It's very important. It's very essential that, the government is seen to be as transparent as possible.
Yeah.
Because, so many agencies are involved, so many individuals are also involved. There has been, the 24-hour deadline, given by, Mr. Femi Falana, the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has also passed. Very Dark Man has also been brought in to, even though he's saying the points in what he says he did, the basis for what he did is for Nigerians to get answers to these questions. The issue of defamation is also there.
Even went ahead to mention Femi Falana, mentioned them files, saying that they...
But then, Ibrahim, I think there is also something that we should take from it all. The government needs to take its own, but we as individuals too, the principle of let the other party, let the other side be heard. Don't just run...
Oral di patem, how do you say?
You don't just run with, one side of the story.
That's right.
And, when we are also speaking, we are public individuals, we are public figures.
That's right.
VDM too has also become somebody who a lot of people listen to.
Yeah.
So it should also be a lesson for, his ilk, everyone indeed, to always be cautious in the way you... Yes, there must be some incriminating evidence. You could say some things, some facts from what he said are incontrovertible. But then there's also the issue of, being cautious before you run or before you speak in response to what you've heard while you think you have something so hot. But then you still have to be moderate in your conclusion.
That's right.
And not to, because you could just find yourself on the other side, on the wrong side of the law.
I think I also read somewhere where it was alleged that Bobrisky said he didn't spend, his term in jail, that he was given a special, room in the EFCC custody, and then he didn't go to... Later on, he came back again saying that, no, I actually spent my term in, in Kirikiri and all of that. So all of this, probably it was, if it was anything to go by, maybe he was trying to, say, yeah, I'm influential. I didn't get the kind of justice I'm supposed to get. But later on, if they see that this is going to backfire, then they start saying something else. So in all of this, Nigerians are watching, Nigerians are listening, and they are also learning. Some people will be looking to, borrowing from this, leaf of Bobrisky. So whatever the security agencies does, the anti-graft agency, also the security agencies do rather, and then the anti-graft agency also does in this matter, really, really matters. Because if Nigerians are watching them and they see that, well, at the end of the day, there is no logical conclusion, this matter is not brought to the logical conclusion, then people will feel like, well, we're having bad reputation internationally. We need to see that we are fighting corruption and we fight it to a standstill. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see that we are acting based on what we are talking about.
Right. And Very Dark Man has also said in response to Mr. Olukoyede's, intervention, wherein he called Bobrisky. Looks like Bobrisky is going to have another day again at the AFCC headquarters. But Very Dark Man has said if they want him to come, if they really need him, though he doesn't see the need, is either he goes to the Abuja office of the AFCC, the headquarters that is, or they bring him on board, bring him to Lagos, pay for his accommodation, pay for his flight and every other charges that he would ordinarily have incurred. Other than that, he doesn't see the need. But it remains to be seen how far the FCC will go and all the other agencies. It doesn't just, it's not enough for you to announce. We want to see and we want, answers fast. Government must be seen to be very open and to communicate. Let Nigerians know how this case is evolving, by the minute, as soon as it happens. All right, it's a developing story, obviously. We will continue to keep track with all the twists in this controversy and bring you up to speed with them. In the meantime, in the news,